All right, kindergarten, today we're going to learn how to draw a tree. We're going to take all those beautiful leaves we drew last time and we're going to get to add them to our tree. So on our paper, we're going to start by drawing a big rectangle at the bottom of our paper. I can go ahead and color that in. I'm going to use my nice, neat coloring so I don't have any scribble ghosts. See how I'm going slow and taking my time? I'm going to get a nicer tree that way. So this is my tree trunk. Then I'm going to start to make branches. I'm going to keep making rectangles, but this time I'm going to make a rectangle that goes this way. This is a diagonal line. I'm going to make a matching one over here. Another diagonal line. Still rectangles, but now my trunk is split. I can color those in. What letter does that look like? Right there. If you said a V, good job. I'm going to slowly color in so that I'm getting rid of all my scribble ghosts. Then I'm going to repeat that a couple times. My rectangles are going to get smaller. I'm going to make a rectangle on one side of my branch, and then I'm going to draw a rectangle on the other side of my branch. Now it's smaller. So my tree is splitting into different branches. I could keep going and add some more if I wanted. Rectangle here, rectangle there. Do you see how I'm just repeating that rectangle shape? And that's making branches on my tree. Rectangle here, rectangle there. Okay, and I'll add some here. All right, now that I've drawn my tree, I'm going to start cutting out my leaves and I can glue them to my tree. When I cut out my leaves, I don't have to get perfectly on the lines, but I do want them to be leaf shaped. So I'm going to go around my leaves and cut those out. I'm going to be careful. Oop, I don't want to cut the stem off. I want to be able to see my stem. So I'm going to cut around my stem like this. And then I'm going to start to glue these to my tree. So now I've cut out my leaves, and I decided I didn't need to use all of my leaves. You might decide that too, and that's okay. Any of the leftover paper that you have, we're going to save this. Do not throw this away. It's really pretty paper, and we can use it for something else later. So any leftover paper is going to go in Miss Antellen's scrap bucket, okay? Here are the leaves that I did cut out. These are my favorite ones, and these are the ones I want to put on my tree. So one at a time, I'm going to put glue on the back of my leaf, and then I'm going to stick it where I want on my tree. If you drew your leaves really big like Miss Antellen, you might not use as many leaves. If you drew your leaves really tiny, you might have a lot more space for leaves. Your leaves can go off the edge of the paper too, like this. That's okay. Just be careful not to glue it down to the table. So I'm going to put them on wherever I want because I am the artist. I don't want to put my leaves where they completely cover up the tree I drew though. So I want to still be able to see parts of my tree. But the leaves grow off of the tree. So your leaves are going to cover parts of your tree, and that's okay. And then once you've got your tree just the way you want it, we're going to put it on the drying rack so our glue can dry. Miss Antonia is looking forward to hanging these ones up in the hallway.